Hi everybody, it's Mommaliz. Today I wanted to come on and I wanted to help maybe just kind of breathe a little bit of calmness into the world that is really starting to try to scare us a lot lately. Now, as we all know, this coronavirus thing is super scary. It is one of the unknowns that we all worry about that we might be subjected to at some point in our life. And yes, it is very scary to have something spread that we can't combat efficiently and effectively. But at the same time, there are things that happen like this that end up being positive. So I'm going to try to look at this and say, you know, there could be something positive come out of this. Just maybe. Sorry about that. Had to break for a video chat with a friend who reminded me, hey, Mommaliz, you didn't put your earrings in. They're in. I've got them in. We're good to go now. When you start to feel negative, there's a few things that you can do, and they really do help. So everybody, get a pen and piece of paper and let's list a few. Number one, yes, we may need to isolate for our health and to make sure that we're not bringing undue stress upon people with immune systems that are lower, but do not isolate yourself mentally. Reach out and speak to somebody if you're having trouble compartmentalizing, composting, or emotionally handling. What I would do is when you're having those days where you're really struggling to find the positives, sit down and make a list. Make a list of all the things that are still going right in your world. Make a list of the things that have happened that have been a positive impact in the last 6 months, last year. Look at things that are going right, although everything seems to be going wrong. This is creating change, but change is not always bad. This could really push the scientific mind outside of the box to create so much beneficial information for other issues. And I just believe that overall, all the brains, all the minds, all the energy that's going to be put toward this is going to be something that's going to benefit us at the end. And we just have to be patient and get there. Patience. Something else we need to talk about. Sitting still has become a lost art. Being alone with yourself is terribly difficult. You have to really face yourself. And sometimes we have ugly parts that we don't want to face. So part of me wants to say that it isn't the hysteria of the illness that scares people. It is the crippling emotional feeling of having to sit still and actually be with yourself or with your family or a small group of people and actually spend time with yourself and get to know yourself a little bit better. Now's the time to have that talk with yourself. Now is the time to cuddle up, get a pen and a piece of paper or a journal and start talking about how you feel about yourself. We have the power right now with how we discuss this in our homes with our children and the next generation of how it is going to be remembered and used to empower the next generation should something like this happen again. So let's stay positive. Let's try to remember that, yeah, it kind of looks bad right now, but you know, anybody that's seen a lobster before they eat it should have hope, because them suckers are ugly, but they taste great. So you really never know what the end result's going to be. Let's just get real. And you know, I just got out of the hospital and my pancreas just almost killed me. If I can muster this and have this concrete confirmation that I know something good will come from this, whether it directly happens to me or not, something good will come from this, I can focus on being part of society that pushes to get through this. You know, and I think that's an important thing. I really wish people would stop buying toilet paper like it's going out of style though. That would be nice.